Having been 10 years since I put it out, I think Alphabet Soup means a lot more to me than it originally did, even though I feel like I'm less connected to it in terms of my reflections and the ideas that I had going into it. Listening to it now just makes me feel like it's just full of angst. It reminds me of like a time when it was just difficult to understand the most basic aspects of not just being an adult, but living and interacting with people and trying to pick out the things that were really important to me and the things that were actually superfluous. I think though it does feel like a pretty good representation of both a lot of my flaws and strengths at the time, but it definitely feels good to know that there has been growth since then, that I've accomplished a lot of the things that I thought maybe I never would, and I also have come to learn and understand things in ways that I could have never predicted then. I was able to go on tour this last year, and when I played some of those Alphabet Soup songs, they were still really fun to play, and it was really fun to perform them in ways that I never did before, just because of the way that my setup is now and how much more confident I am in what I can do. And so I think in that way, I was able to give kind of like a new spin to the old feelings that I had, and it was a really nice throwback for me, and people seem to like it too, so that was fun. I think generally I look back on the project fondly. It was a really interesting time. There are originally like 15 songs I think I worked through and then just whittled them down to 10. It's crazy looking back at this track list because, you know, Rav helped me get the artwork for this project last minute, right before release. No one important on there as so, half of so on there as Rupert. Connor on there as Tom Bombadil. There's so many people that I still work with to this day whose relationships I really started back then, and I think that really changed the way that I perceive things and gave me the necessary confidence to really take that step and make a whole album, which turned into Alphabet Soup.